Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. Last time, when we left off, we were standing near the gate to a new settlement called Jacobstown, which happens to be the sort of head settlement for the intelligent super mutants of the Mojave Wasteland. Before I actually begin, I feel compelled to acknowledge some donations that happened off stream by Night 33 Killer. If you're in the chat, you can see that he currently leads the cheers because he donated 1,000 bits while off stream. And if you take a gander at the event monitor, you will see that he also donated $50 through Streamlabs. So that is a lot, is what that is. So thank you very much for all of the donations and for joining the channel, for joining the Discord. I take it by the Thief 2 quote that you have been hold on, my headset went all crappy on me. I was going to say, I take it by the Thief 2 quote that you've been around a good long time, and I want to thank you for that and for the donations. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Good morning, Ethan. Good morning, Lone Wonder. How are you all today? Let's head to Jacobstown.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here.
I had some questions about Jacobstown.
Such as?
It's Marcus, for those of you who have played Fallout 2. What's the history of Jacobstown?
Was a resort pre-war. I renamed it to Jacobstown after an old friend. Died a long time ago. I figured us mutants needed a place to call our own. Town's far enough away from humans so they don't bother us much. One of these days I'm hoping we can trade with the rest of the wasteland. No more fighting, just get along.
Good morning, Trevi. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'd like to know about you, Marcus.
Was part of a super mutant army. Ran a town, walked the wasteland with a tribal. Now I'm here.
Super Mutant Army?
Long story, so here's the short version. The Master created the Super Mutants and Nightkin. The Master thought he could unify everyone. No more differences, no more war. Didn't end well.
You were a mayor?
Town was Broken Hills. Bunch of super mutants, humans, and ghouls all living together peacefully. Well, most of the time.
Tell me more about the tribal.
We were looking for a GEC to save the village of Arroyo. Eventually, we did. Nuked an oil rig in the process. We went separate ways after that. I went east into the Rockies, looking for other mutants like myself. Don't know what happened to my friend. I've got a feeling it turned out all right in the end.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Why do some of the super mutants here dislike the NCR?
A lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Goes back years. Some here still got the scars and memories. Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try. Legion? That's another story.
What do you know about the Legion?
Caesar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Caesar, not Caesar's ideals. When he's gone, it'll crumble. Might not happen overnight. Might take a few decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. Greed, ambition, jealousy. We'll see to it.
What makes the NCR too ambitious?
They expand. Fast. If you got land they want, they'll take it. Eventually. Did it out west, they'll do it here. They keep rolling over people. They'll regret it. That's how revolutions start.
Anything else you can tell me about the NCR?
Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. They've done good for the most part.
Do you have any dealings with New Vegas?
Not really. Heard it's a paradise in the wasteland. Never been there myself. Doubt they'd let a mutant in. Amazes me people would come from all over the waste to throw away everything they've got in that town.
What's wrong with the Nightkin?
Nightkin suffers schizophrenia from the stealth boys they're always using. One of the reasons I settled Jacobstown was so they could be cured. While they're in town, the Nightkin aren't allowed to have stealth boys, so their craziness doesn't get worse. Trouble is, the Nightkin don't like being visible either. They don't take being exposed too well.
Hey, Nyron. Neil told me about this town.
A lot of the mutants here found out about Jacobstown because of Neil. Our isolation works against us sometimes.
Are there any town rules I need to know about?
Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. We'll treat you fair. Not a lot to ask.
Goodbye.
See you.
So that's all pretty straightforward. Still gonna murder generics if we can. That is just how I do. This is annoying. Don't steal anything. Pfft. That's right. Glad you all know what's up with me. Not that I expect to find anything like too super duper valuable in here, but yes, almost missed the hollowed out rock. Don't want that. You've discovered Jacobstown. Alright. Another generic. He eats dog. I feel pretty comfortable killing him. Saw another one over here too. Alright, looks like we got several more mutants over there. Ah, Lily. Gotta love Lily. Let's look for check out the generic mutants first, then we'll tackle the big corners. Yep. Super Mutant Master. Doesn't matter. Now, they don't really have a lot to do when their hostile AI is turned off, do they? They really just kind of mill around. Alright, let's go fuck up the big corners. Alright. You got the main lodge, which I think this is another Robert House property pre-war, if memory serves. Find out soon enough, I suppose. Let's do a perimeter check, look out back, all that jazz. catch up on chat right quick. Good morning, Cyclo. Good morning, Count. I don't think we're going to have any streams this weekend, unfortunately. I have to work on Sunday, and Tiffany and I are hosting a party on Saturday evening. There's a chance of, I guess, shorter one, either Saturday afternoon or Sunday evening. I'll let you know in the Discord if that happens. If it does, I don't know. If it does, what would you all vote to see? If there are any requests. I know a lot of people want to see Portal 2 after Portal 1, and people are also interested in the Fear expansions and the remaining DLC for Resident Evil 7, and I'd probably be down for any of that for my next little side project. Alright, let's start checking out the Jacobstown bungalows. Hydra. Ramen steak. Nuka-Cola Victory. Some bottles that will, of course, turn into purified water. Empty syringes in the bathtub. Yeah, the Nuka-Cola Victory is obviously the main thing in here, but a few other little goodies, too. Got here in time to see me ass punch a big corner. Hey. By now you should know if you're watching this stream, there's going to be a lot on a New Vegas episode. There's going to be a lot of ass punching going on. Just how it is. Looking in here. Got more empty bottles. I didn't want that chessboard. It's useless to me. Well, it's not about the experience anymore, it's about the goodies. They all have stuff I need, and ass punching is easier than pickpocketing. Is that so crazy? These people were having a fucking party, weren't they? I like it. As everyone knows, I'm a pretty prolific drinker, but I don't just straight kill fifths of whiskey like that. Like, one thing of whiskey would get me through probably an entire party. If I were drinking it straight like these people always seem to be. Keep forgetting I don't actually need a Braxo anymore. After finishing Dead Money, that is off the list. There's a Grognak the Barbarian in one of these bungalows somewhere. I haven't found it yet. That suspect it's in here someplace. Well, maybe not this one. I mean, it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme, but it feels important to lock down locations for all of the skill books. So let me recheck the other two right quick. I know there's a Grognak somewhere. Wouldn't be in the same one as the Nuka-Cola Victory, would it? It's not usually how these things will go, but I guess it's possible. Oh, yep, there it is. Grognak the Barbarian, right there. Alright, good. Now let's head to the main building. Good morning, Reaper. I'm doing quite well. How are you? All right, Trevi. Well, thank you for stopping in.
One was enough.
There's Keen. There's a generic. Let me try talking to Keen.
Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you.
Do you have a problem with humans?
Humans are always staring at things. We Nightkin don't like being stared at. Is uncomfortable.
How does that make you different from some humans?
It is different. Right now, I'm trying very hard to remain civil, and you're not making it easy with your incessant questions.
Who's the other human you mentioned?
Dr. Henry, he's one of you. Go speak with him instead of me.
What do you do here?
I represent the Nightkin. Marcus may lead this town, but the Nightkin listen to what I have to say. Doesn't mean I don't respect Marcus for what he's trying to do. However, he doesn't truly understand the difficulties of being a Nightkin.
Why are the Nightkin here in Jacobstown?
The stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our minds. Jacobstown was supposed to be a sanctuary, a place to find a cure. Instead, we wait and wait. I'm sick of waiting.
Goodbye.
Finally.
I think we got more generic muties around. Deal with them. Pop out to the balcony. Get the one I saw there. Ones, I should say. Alright. We got more. Alright, grab the Mount Charleston snow globe. We found a limited edition Mojave Landmark snow globe. Generic Nightkin. Boom. Good morning, Medusa. How are you? Good to have you here, as always. Alright, that appears to be the clinic. Oh, bunch of Nightkin. We'll get him. Be careful not to get spotted. shoes, billiard balls, really nothing else. Alright. Time to loot the kitchen, I think. Such as it is. Just now noticed this stuff isn't stealing, so I don't need to be sneaking around, generally speaking. There we go. Sneaky power fister. I'm doing pretty well today. Thank you for asking. Good morning, Maya. How are you today? It's always good to have you. My various devices are collectively pushing about 10,000 updates today. There's a cumulative Windows update for this machine, one for my laptop as well that's still going, and there's a new iOS update out today that I'm watching on my phone, trying to make sure everything gets installed properly and everything's up and running before I go to work. Alright, that's the whole of the downstairs.
Hello.
Calamity. Let's go ahead and talk to you.
Huh. I'd heard there were new people in town, but I thought it was more super mutants. Nice to meet you. I'm Calamity.
What do you do here?
Most of the time, I'm Dr. Henry's research assistant. We're looking into ways to cure I'm also handy with tools. Once in a while I venture down into the valley to trade the big horner hides and meat for supplies.
Does anyone other than super mutants come up this way?
Prospectors looking for salvage, usually. They always run when they see the mutants. The great Khans come this way once in a while, but they keep their distance. I think they're mostly keeping an eye on us.
You have an interesting name.
Thank you. Change names and jobs every decade or so just to keep things interesting. I picked Calamity this time because it sounded nice. Never really done much science stuff till now. I'm pretty good at it. Or so Dr. Henry tells me.
Alright, show me what you have for sale.
Alright.
Might as well offload a little bit. I didn't even really buy anything to offload, did I? I don't do that anymore. Oops. Alright, bye. Search. I'm going to save the clinic for last in terms of actual searching. So let's run upstairs. We've got all these bedrooms to check. Oh, this is the owned stuff, apparently. Don't fucking auto-lock on me. Okay, whatever. out of space soon. We're gonna have to do an offload. Ooh, the locked door to Marcus's room. Heck yes. Try that out. Really nothing interesting in there. But it's time to offload. We're out of space. Quick trip to Big Mountain. I know we all love that. What's up, Muggy? I believe I do have some seditious materials this time. Oh, my food restocked. Hooray. My iPhone update went through. That's grand. Alright, let's see.
Will sir be staying for any Will sir be staying for any
Alright, I am sorry, a bunch of emails popped while the phone was out of commission for updates. Give me just a couple of minutes. I should be able to resolve that. apologize. Alright. Back to Jacobstown. For now. Almost done here. Staying on top of all this stuff can be a real pain in the ass. Back to it.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again.
How have they been harassing the town?
Killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that's It's getting hard to keep people from retaliating.
You sure these mercenaries work for the NCR?
Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Wherever they are, they want us dead or gone.
Why can't you just take them out?
Not looking to fight. That'll give NCR an excuse to come up here and wipe us out.
What do you want me to do?
You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to.
We'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
Quest added. Unfriendly persuasion. Speak with the leader of the mercenaries harassing Jacobstown. Alright. Not on that machine at least. A pinball machine, I like it. Always more bathrooms. Getting close now. Last couple bedrooms, then we just have the clinic. There we go. Excellent. Legends say a great ass fister fisted them to death. Terminal. Nightkin test data. Astonishingly enough, the local Night Stalkers have developed a mutation not unlike the stealth field generated by stealth boys. Even more importantly, the brains I've dissected have shown heightened levels of endorphins and other neurochemicals similar to what I've seen in Nightkin brains. If this mutation is natural, perhaps a cure could be synthesized from the Night Stalkers. As far as I can tell, the Night Stalkers don't suffer from schizophrenia like the affected Nightkin. Mark II prototype. The Stealth Boy Mark II prototype is functional, sort of. The Enclave data wasn't complete, so I had to make a few guesses here and there. Unfortunately, the data also suggests that while the stealth field has a greater duration, the negative effects on the user are exponentially greater. I can use this to my advantage. The brainwave changes will be more pronounced, and it'll be much easier to figure out what exactly is needed to cure the Nightkin's schizophrenia. Lily has graciously volunteered to be my test subject, despite the risk. Keen. Keen seems to have caught on about the Stealth Boy Mark II prototype. I told him that it was in no way functional, but I'm not entirely sure he believed me. I'll have to keep an eye on him. That's everything there. Seem to be anything to loot in the clinic. Alright, let's talk to Dr. Henry then.
The NCR took back Nelson. I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research.
What are you working on?
The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth boy use. I've been trying to come up with a cure. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet.
I'd like to help. What do you need me to do? Or, why is the Stealth Boy Mark II riskier?
The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it has pronounced negative effects on the user. However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exactly what parts of the brain they're affecting. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject, and Marcus has encouraged me to investigate the Night Stalker mutation first.
Why are you helping the Nightkin?
Because Marcus asked me to, and because it's a reason for me to get up in the morning. I'd like to get one more grand accomplishment done.
Does Stealth Boy use hurt humans?
It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases where humans were negatively affected. Its negative effects are more pronounced on Nightkin.
I'd like to help. What do you need me to do?
I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to investigate their lair for proof. Some of the Super Mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back empty-handed. Perhaps a pair of fresh eyes will have better luck. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks, and would enjoy a little revenge.
Quest added. Guess who I saw today? What makes you think that the Night Stalker mutation isn't natural?
I've compared the brain chemistry of a Nightkin to one of the local Night Stalkers we killed. They both exhibit similar neurochemical changes. Now, I'm not claiming that Night Stalkers are running around wearing stealth boys, mind you. I just don't think it's all a coincidence.
Let's talk about something else.
If we must.
You're a scientist?
Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave.
Canine neuroscience?
Cyberdogs and the like. It's not a field I work in much anymore.
You were with the Enclave?
Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after.
Let's talk about something else.
If we must.
I'm surprised to find another human here.
I prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of super mutants around tends to keep things safe and quiet.
Goodbye.
Yes, yes.
Alright, there we go. So, ask Lily to help you investigate the Night Stalker mutations and look for the source of the Night Stalker stealth mutation. Wow, we are already 45 minutes in. Stuff takes forever. But we're actually running pretty low on settlements that aren't actually New Vegas, obviously. Clearing that place out is going to take an eternity too, but let's talk to Lily.
Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My, how you're grown up! So good of you to come visit your grandma.
Who's Jimmy?
Oh, Jimmy, don't you go being silly now. Come over here and give your grandma some sugar.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oh, of course I have, dearie. How silly of me. I didn't take my medicine yet today. How can I help you?
What do you do in Jacobstown?
I watch over the bighorners. They're sweet, gentle creatures, but sometimes they get ornery, just like my grandkids.
I'm looking into the Night Stalker mutation. Want to come along with me?
Ooh, those Night Stalkers, always killing my bighorners. It'll be nice to give them a piece of my mind.
Lily has given you the Stealth Girl perk.
Hello again, dear.
I have some questions to ask you.
Such a curious little munchkin, aren't you? What do you want to know?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, someone wants to hear Grandma's stories. What would you like to hear, Pumpkin?
Where did you come from?
I grew up in Vault 17. I never even saw the sun until I was 75 years old. That was when super mutants raided the vault and carried a lot of us off. Yes, Leo, I'm getting to that part. They made me one of them, and they put me to work in an army that was going to conquer California.
You were a soldier?
A spy, sometimes an assassin. I killed a lot of folks for the Master. Yes, Leo, you helped too.
Who was the master?
Oh, he was a nasty man, dearie. You don't want to know about him. He was the one who made that Super Mutant army I told you about.
I'd like to know something else about you.
Oh,
Who is Leo?
Leo is a very bad man, Pumpkin. Yes, you are, Leo. Don't try to deny it. He tells me to do things. Terrible things. And sometimes the medicine isn't enough to keep him quiet.
But there's no one there.
Well, of course there is, dearie. How else could I hear him tell me who to chop? Oh,
Where'd you get that sword?
this old thing? Oh, I scavenged it off a wreck in Klamath. Leo showed me how to make it all ready for chopping. Didn't you, Leo?
Other questions? That's it for now. Alright. What's Stealth Girl do? I can't quite remember. That's a lot of perks. Stealth Girl. While Lily is a companion, the duration of Stealth Boys is increased by 200%, and all sneak attack critical hits do an additional 10% damage.
Oh, don't you worry about me, dearie. Your grandma knows how to stay quiet.
Alright. Let's get on out of here. I'm not going to mess with the mercenaries just yet. We might have enough time to clear out Charleston Cave. I've got 12 minutes left to stream today. It's over here. Yeah, I feel sorry for Lily too, Nyron. She's one of... She and Boone are probably my two favorite companions in this game, though. To be fair, I like almost all the companions. Cass annoys me with her sanctimony, but I like Veronica. I like Lily. I love Boone. I don't really like Arcade Gannon that much, I guess, but. Yet another email. But we made it to the Charleston Cave. 10 minutes to go. That's good. Alright. We got the Cloaked Night Stalkers in here. Just like Old World Blues, if you remember. They're hard to see. Just kind of have to focus. Give them the fist. Have to be careful not to inadvertently punch Lily because she's cloaked too. stuff of nightmares. Let's not go back there. Alright, so... big cavern full of cloaked Night Stalkers. I wonder if... I should try and pick a few off. That was close. Must be around, but I don't actually see them. Let's try the other path before we head down there. Seems to be nothing in here but bodies. That's always nice. Oh, goody. I love radiated water. Let's try up here first. Oh, what the? There's a bear trap in the water. That's just cheesy. Doesn't look like it hurt me, though. Ooh, a hard locked door. Someone found a little bunker here. Post-war audio log. Alright, well, we'll listen to that right quick.
So the Reds finally hit us, just like I always said they would. Vegas is still there as far as I know, but that probably won't last long. Didn't get accepted into one of the vaults, so I did the next best thing and had this place built. Got massive debts, but who cares now? That's every man for himself now. Had to take care of the Paulson boy since he knew about this place. These supplies are for me and nobody else. There's a woman and her daughter up in one of the rooms of the lodge. Might go pay him a visit tomorrow. The man's got needs.
No, I don't think Eddie allows you to see the cloaked enemies on your compass. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen. I got dead bighorners. Got a dead Nightkin with a chewed stealth boy. Completed. Look for the source of the Night Stalker stealth mutation. Tell Dr. Henry you've discovered a potential cause for the Night Stalker mutations. And the unique super sledge. Oh, baby. is found in this room. That's a fun one. Oh, Lily apparently triggered the bear trap. She's taken some damage. Could also have been from fighting Night Stalkers, I suppose, but... Make our way up and out of here. There's the 3 I shot. I love Lily. I love the way she talks. Alright, that should be it for Charleston Cave. Yes, it is. We have circled all the way back. I have just a couple minutes left. We'll take care of the mercs. We'll try and solve out these quests. Quickest is just going to be to fast travel to Jacobstown to get to the entrance, so I'll do that. Alright. So, there are the NCR people. You can see there are 5 of them spread out around here. Norton.
Our business is with the muties, not you.
Speed 65. Come to a peaceful arrangement with the mercenaries or wipe them out. Go away or you'll have to deal with me and you'll wish you were fighting super mutants instead. Well, what do you want with Jacobstown?
Just doing what I'm paid to do. Harass the muties until they leave or attack us. If they leave, we'll let them go. If they attack, we wipe them out. Either way, the job's not done until they're cleared out of the town.
Who are you doing this for?
Won't name names, but some important folks in the NCR are sick of muties attacking their Brahmin herds. They want them gone from NCR territory. Maybe this group had something to do with attacking Brahmin, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're getting paid to make them go away.
Alright. Speech 65. Go away or you'll have to deal with me and you'll wish you were fighting super mutants instead.
I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
Wish the muties would make a move. I'm sick of waiting.
Yeah, but I don't like the look of you, so you generics at least are gonna get stealth killed. Four of them. They've got some good shit on them too, you'll notice. Alright, back to Jacobstown. Talk to Marcus first of all.
Something on your mind?
You won't have any more trouble with those mercenaries.
Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not going to get it from us.
What's the story with Keen?
Smart, charismatic, hell of a mean streak. Doesn't care for humans, prefers fighting them to talking. He's got a lot of pull with Nightkin, though. He talks, they listen. Was hoping he could draw the Nightkin to Jacobstown. Keen is saner than most, but I know he's thinking of going his own way again. He's aggressive, impatient, can't stand sitting around.
Why does Keen want to leave?
Because of a promise, one I haven't been able to keep. The Nightkin all suffer from schizophrenia. It's the stealth boys they use, or used to use. Nightkin have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. A few already left to try and find more stealth boys. Miserable situation. They either stay here and suffer, or dig up stealth boys and lose their minds. Not much of a choice.
What happens if Keen leaves?
That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will follow. It'll make it hard to get a cure to them. Worse, if Keen and the Nightkin tear up the Mojave hunting for stealth boys, people are gonna get killed. Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here looking for payback.
You're a mutant too. Wouldn't the Nightkin listen to you?
That's like saying Caesar and Kimball would listen to each other. Nightkin don't have a lot of trust for others, mutants included.
Alright. That's it for him for now. And I would like to go wrap up the other quests, but I am out of time for today. So that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. Thank you all for joining me, those of you who have been here live on Twitch. I appreciate it. If you are new and you enjoy what you're seeing, I hope you will consider hitting the follow button so that you can see every time we go live. If you're watching later on YouTube, I know that streams can be tough to catch. They're a little unpredictable and they tend to be early in the morning. But first of all, if you liked it, I hope you liked the video. And second, if you subscribe to the channel, all of my content makes its way to the channel. Nothing should be missing, so if you pay attention over there, you don't have to worry about missing anything at all. And finally, regardless of the platform you're on, I hope you'll consider joining our Discord. The link to do so is either in the Twitch channel description or YouTube video description, depending where you are. The Discord is where we discuss games you'd like to see me play, I make official announcements, and we have a growing community of people who love video games. It's great. The next stream, there's an outside chance, I'd put it at around 25%, that there will be a shortish one this weekend. If that happens, it'll either be Saturday afternoon or Sunday evening. Watch the Discord, I'll keep you posted about that. But the one to bet on is just the usual Fallout stream next Tuesday morning. Thanks to everyone for being here. I hope to see you next Tuesday and maybe this weekend. I mean, hopefully this weekend. I'd like to do it. It's just schedule, as you know. And I hope everyone has a wonderful few days. Take care.